Hello, my name is DeJuan, and welcome to the DeJuan Show. I can't believe I'm saying that. This has been years in the making, but I'm so glad that today is the day. I created this show because I wanted to evolve the homes, bodies, and minds of people, allowing them to live their highest and best self. A little bit of background about me. I grew up in a small town in Indiana. I was raised by a single mother and didn't have much contact with my father after the age of maybe 2 or 3. And my mom, she had 2 jobs, 2 kids, and too little time for me, basically. Not having my father in my life and only having my mother's divided attention left me feeling unworthy, which led me to feeling not very confident. This lack of confidence led me to wrong relationships, friendships, and situations that I just didn't want to be in. They weren't good for me. This was my life up until about my 30s. And in my 30s, something clicked for me. I realized that my circumstances did not dictate my future. Just because my father wasn't in my life, because I was overweight, because we were poor, none of that dictated what my future would be. I could dictate what I wanted my future to be. I began reading books, journaling, meditating. I went to therapy, and I would just have conversations with people who knew more about life than I did. Because of that, I was able to get myself out of that feeling of feeling unworthy and feel confident for the first time. And it wasn't based on anything that anyone had given to me, anything that someone had said about me. It was confidence that I had built in myself. So I've created this show to share that with you. So that is my story. Now it's time for Ask DeJuan. This is a segment where you ask me questions and I answer. My first question comes from my sister, and it is, how do I get unstuck? This is a really great question. Who hasn't felt that way? Me, myself, I have felt that several times, so I think this is the perfect question for the first Ask DeJuan. If you're stuck, it's because something in your past is not allowing you to move forward. It's weighing you down. I think a great way to move on from the past is to envision your future. The antidote to the past is the future. Who is it that you see yourself being? What do you look like? What job are you doing? Who are you dating? Where do you live? Where do you go on vacation? What are all the dreams that you would love to realize? Envision that. Be as detailed as possible. Make it fun. Then write down everything so that you can come back and inspire yourself later. Next, feel what it would feel like to be that person. Envision that job, that relationship, those clothes. How do you feel? Are you happy? Are you excited? Are you motivated? Feel those feelings like you're in that body now. Then take action to become that person. The way to do that is to remove anything from your life that is not that person. That's clothes, photos, furniture, people, and anything that makes you feel bad when you look at it. Get it out. Clear it out so that you can make room. And you're making room for your future self. You know what? This is a good time for a story. I was hung up on an ex for a very long time. Every day, I was seeing something that would remind me of him. And then because of it, I wasn't able to move on. Gradually, I started getting rid of things. So first, I started with the things that I really didn't care that much about. A shirt that I didn't like the color. I didn't like the fit. I got rid of that. I got rid of photos that I didn't think I looked that good in. I got rid of gifts. There was a first wave, and then I took some time because this is going to be a process. You didn't get stuck in one day. It's going to take more than a day to get you unstuck. And then I came back later and I looked over things again. And then I started to get rid of the things that I left before. And I eventually got rid of everything. And I'll tell you, sometimes it was hard. I'm so grateful that I did it because now when I look around my house, when I look in my phone, even when I listen to my music, there's very little that reminds me of him. I have allowed myself to move forward and move on. By clearing all of these things out of your life, you've made room for new experiences, new people, new jobs, new opportunities, new relationships to come in. When those things begin to come in, that's how you become your future self. A tip in all of this is to take your time, little by little. What is the one item that you can remove today? One song, one picture, one clothing item, one book, whatever it may be that will release you from your past self and allow you to become your future self. That was it. That was the first episode of the DeJuan Show. This show has been in development for years. So the fact that today is the day that I get to share it with you, I am so thankful and so grateful. Thank you so much for staying tuned. If you found this helpful, then like, comment, subscribe, and share it with a friend. Maybe they'll find it helpful too. Also, if you have an idea for a future show or have a question that you'd like for me to answer, leave it in the comment below and you may just get featured in a future episode. Thank you so much. Until the next one. Bye-bye.